Virginia has a new sign for Newport News. The dump. Unknown body found. Unknown because he's not known. Hey.
The force is strong with this one.
My name's. My last name is. It's hard being this great. I don't even know how I live with myself. This is what makes me the best rocker in the world. People don't understand what it takes to rock. I'm a running master. I'm a running machine. I'm the greatest runner the world has ever known. This is what keeps me in shape to rock. The fact that I'm the greatest runner ever. And to have a life without any mistakes or fails. On camera, at least. My story has remained too much of a mystery. There was too many questions about my band, Pistols and Pansies. But now it's time. So I decided to have our story told in rockumentarian form. Backslash here for Pistols and Pansies. No time to do anything but rock around here. And I'm gonna share some special lyrics I've been working on right now. The cowboy in space has his own pawn shop from hell. When he looks at the fish, looking back at him, he says, "Fish, pucker up."
You know, you live the part, you go to concerts, you buy the records, you watch the videos, you get the poster.
I always had, from what I can remember, I always had a real fascination with it. You know, I loved the environment, and I loved the people, and I loved equipment, you know, and things to mess around with. And like, anytime we go to rehearsal, I'd be on the drum set or a guitar, any of that stuff. I've always had an affection.
I had just gotten home from my job at McDonald's. Slash was sitting on the couch, and I started singing, "Welcome to McDonald's! We got fun and games! We got everything you want, but we don't know the names!"
But that's a stupid thing to even think of, you know.
Next thing you know, now maybe it's just me, but I saw a vague resemblance. These are rock and roll facts, my friend.
No matter what you do, it's going to offend somebody. people out there just dying to get offended, looking to be offended, you know, writing things down in notebooks to be offended. Jesus. So what? Why shouldn't they be offended? What have they done that they shouldn't be offended? They offended me by trying not to be offended themselves. Screw them.
The song Paradise City. It's a fact I was sitting there talking about my two love of my lives, my kitty cats, or what I would say, my pair of nice kitties. Pair of nice kitties, paradise cities. These are rock and roll facts. Every real rocker pays respect to the one that brought him in this world, that made him rock.
And then it's got guitar necks coming out the top. If it looks a little funny, it's because it's scabbing up right now.
I have one tattoo, and one tattoo only.
Does that hurt a lot? No, it's pretty tolerable. You sort of get into it, you know, if you're into that kind of stuff.
I love this tattoo. It's my favorite thing. Hey, is that rubbing off? Interview over.
Music is being made the scapegoat for every bad thing that occurs, you know.
I distinctly remember coming home from a shift, a long hard shift, at the Mickey D's. This grinds me in my gears just thinking about it. I told Slash that I had a dream about being P.T. Barnum and wearing a big hat and just being the greatest showman on earth. Then I turn it on MTV and what do you think I see my cousin wearing? A giant top hat. These are rock and roll facts.
When they've already got an opening act set up,
yeah,
you know, you have to wait till there's an opening to go out there with them.
So what's the backstory behind Pistols and Pansies?
Well, Slash's mom lost him back to Backslash's mom. So, Backslash, if he gets all his ducks in a row, all his band members in order, we'll get to open up for Guns N' Roses.
You know, things aren't that cut and dry, so it's hard to...
So if Backslash keeps the band together, then he'll get to open up for Guns N' Roses.
Yes.
I like what we're doing because the tours we're like doing a little bit with this band, a little bit with this band, rather than doing like a whole year with one act.
Well, I read somewhere where you guys have a situation where you don't necessarily like certain acts.
We are sort of the bottom line on a lot of people's careers at this point, you know what I mean?
What is Backslash's actual name?
Gordon Lightfoot.
So came along as the name of the band.
Is it true that you named the band after Guns N' Roses, or as close as you could to it?
How you guys feel about that?
No, it's not. I mean, it's not even getting to that point. I mean, it's like...
Look, bro, I don't know how many times I gotta answer this question, alright? I see the resemblance between Guns N' Roses and Pistols and Pansies, alright?
It leaves for some excitement. People never know what's going to happen.
But it has nothing to do with this.
You won't touch a subject because you don't want to expose it. It might hurt someone.
Everybody's name kind of suits them.
How did you guys come up with your names?
What's that supposed to mean? We've had those names since birth.
But your mom said that you made those up.
Interview over.
They can still get another job. You know, they can put I worked with Guns N' Roses on their, what do you call it? You know, those sheets that you fill out.
Slash would always be hanging around.
it was just, I loved the environment, and I loved the people, and I loved equipment, you know, and things to mess around with.
Just trying to get any kind of ounce of genius out of this head.
It was funny at the time, man. It was like,
it's a common fact that my own father gave Slash his name.
a friend of mine's dad used to call me that whenever I came over, my best friend. I used to come over and he'd go, hey, Slash.
Slash was always hanging around the Pistols and Pansies Rockatorium.
It's cool, it's a lot of fun.
In front of the Pistols and Pansies Rockatorium, to deter people from breaking in, we put something extremely, the scariest thing we could find. Scary, huh? It's not at all smiling. It looks like a freaking psycho.
Bugs me to death.
Here's a little behind-the-scenes look of where Pistols and Pansies makes our magic. Follow the weird color brick road. Here's a behind-the-scenes look at our killer high-tech practice space.
You guys, as I understand it, are very well known for your interior decorating capabilities, along with the great rock and roll.
We got a heater, we got a TV, we got a wall we made for blood, sweat, and tears and rock and roll.
It's kind of weird.
The ceiling's made of the same. We made it all reflective so that it reflects our thoughts and our dreams. This is what real rock and roll looks like. This is a real practice area.
I mean, it's just too boring.
You wouldn't believe what we accomplish in our 10 by 10 room here. Slash thinks I totally forgot, but I specifically remember him saying that the Rockatorium is awesome.
Yes, you did, totally.
What makes you say that?
Because you did.
Why? Was I drunk?
Yeah.
As far as the other bands, we don't even pay attention to what's going on with them.
Slash thinks he's God's gift to guitar, and that burns me up inside. He just sits there in his stupid top hat, just jamming away, thinking he's all cool on his Fisher-Price guitar. I knew the first thing I had to do was get the greatest guitar player in the world to play my band.
Isn't it true that no one else wanted to play with you, though?
Yeah, so what? Everyone else was busy. They had things to do. This is what Megatar's ringtone is. Nothing but rock and Pistols and Pansies. Megatar did 350 guitar leg kicks in a row, and this is what happened from it.
That was messy. Yeah.
Slash couldn't be as good as Megatar in 10 million years. He thinks he's a guitar god. I tried to have someone handle that recently. Just didn't work out that well. I'm 24/7 rock, alright? I don't ever stop.
He kept popping up everywhere we were at.
If we're playing a song and I don't know the lyrics, you think that stops me? Next thing I needed was the greatest drummer I could possibly get. Someone who just rocks. Someone who just wants to rock. Someone who doesn't mind playing rock, paper, scissors with me. Cause I get bored. Easily.
It's like, okay. Yeah, okay, man, wow, that guy's good. He's technical. Ooh, wow, ooh.
Tell that he really understands my lyrics. That's one of the main reasons I got him in the band. Wow, wow, the cowboy's rocking in space when he looks at his face. The drummer for Pistols and Pansies. I like to show you the most confused restaurant in the world, where you can get pho, or you could get pizza and subs. It doesn't know what it wants to be, it doesn't care. He, like Megatar and myself, Backslash, are just pure rock and roll. We live it, we breathe it, we eat it when we don't have anything else to eat because we had to sell everything. It's just how it is. Now that the band was in place, it was time that we did two things. First, we had to hit the studio.
The fledgling band rehearsed and rehearsed and rehearsed, then started gigging at local schools and pubs, and finally had enough money to record its own 3-song EP.
But Backslash seemed to be the band's worst enemy. Steven Adler even acted as the band's producer on the project. That is until Backslash attacked him. It was a hard road recording that album, but we got it done because we rock. On our off days, our guitarist Megatar likes to chill and watch stuff that's hardcore.
When anything that is intimidating, the first thing they want to do is stomp on it.
Second, we needed to hit the road. We decided to get the Pistols and Pansies word out that we had to relocate to LA so that people could hear us. Because right now no one could really hear us mainly because we pawned our instruments.
As many a band before them had discovered, life in this particular fast lane takes a heavy toll.
Pressure of not getting a successful show was starting to put pressure onto the band. So do you think that Pistols and Pansies are going to break the mold of all the other bands and they're going to make it?
Just dumb kids.
Is it true that you actually sang for Motley Crue? Yeah, I played with those jerks for a while. What happened?
We had this guy that lasted about 2 days. It was real strange.
It's always been like the greatest misunderstood thing on the planet.
There's some weird happened in his band, and he did come the next day.
And talk about four opposite type of people. You know, you couldn't plan for more different type of people, and it's hilarious.
He shows up, he looks like something out of the Addams Family. He's standing at the front door. We're going, wow, this is wild.
Studio. He used to just disappear, and then we would like find out he's like passed out in the deserts, something Palm Springs, and we would have him brought in and wheeled in, and he would do his vocals and then pass out in the corner.
And like the band was going, what is this guy doing, man?
Why did you leave the band? Interview over.
He goes, hey T-Bone, you know, we got any rubbing alcohol around? And I go grab the rubbing alcohol, and we put it on. He was wearing leather pants so he wouldn't get burned, right? And we put it on his, like from his knees down to his shoes, and then we just light him on fire and we stand there.
The fledgling crew built up a following through the time-honored method of playing non-stop local gigs.
That show was a straight fluke. Anytime we played anywhere, we straight rocked the place.
Despite all of the trials and tribulations of Pistols and Pansies, one thing's for certain. We haven't seen the last of this band.
Look, whatever happens, Pistols and Pansies is here for a long time to come. So you just better get used to us. No matter how many setbacks or anything that comes, I like to base our band on the motto of that little train that said, I think something.